This is the first flight simulator I ever played, and it released almost 12 years ago. How realistic do planes fly? Are there good crash physics, and can it hold up with other popular flight simulators? Let's review the game and find out. This is a free simulator called Airplane by Quantum Design Group. Here's the main menu. There's 3 buttons, a play button, an options menu where you can configure some basic settings. There's even a full tutorial on how to fly. Let's press play. First, we can select our map, the area where the flight will take place. I choose islands. Now we can select a weather preset, and finally, our aircraft. This is a huge selection of planes for such a small flight simulator. There's different categories for passenger, cargo, military, and even helicopters. Most of these planes you can only buy with actual money, so let's purchase the Concorde with in-game coins. Now we can pick our flight route. The longer the flight path, the larger the coin bonus will be. Look at these questionably named islands.
Oh my god, bro.
Here we are. I've started a flight. Let's move the throttle to the maximum and take off. As you can see, the controls are very basic with just a throttle and a joystick. Camera views are also pretty limited. You can't move the camera around. There's just 3 static positions. There's an in-flight map though. And also one of my favorite features, a velocity toggle, so we can actually fly in 2 times speed. There are 3 metrics on the top left, giving us a basic view of our airspeed, direction, and altitude. Alright, we have made it to our destination island. Let's align with the runway. Yes, the landing gear deploys automatically when you get near an airport without any animation. There we go. That was pretty good. Now let's take a look at the physics. I selected this military jet, an F-15E. First of all, it's very noticeable how linear all the movements are in general. There's not really much realism here. The aircraft just tilts in whatever direction you control it. There's also no stall, so you can fly as slow as it goes. Now let's test the crash physics. Yep, that's literally it. And this is what always happens when you taxi off of the airport on the ground. The graphics in this game are pretty likable in my opinion, especially since the simulator first released all the way back in 2013. The airplanes have a pretty realistic texture and model. Although there's very little detail in the environment, everything looks quite polished and consistent. It easily runs on high graphics, even on lower-end devices like mine. Lastly, let's check out some other things, like the New York map. This actually features a variety of airports that exist in real life, and is pretty fun to fly around. Here we are at JFK Airport. There's also this really cool aircraft carrier. I'll try to land on it with the F-15. Our speed is way too high, but this is actually the slowest we can go. Oh great. Though in options, we can toggle easy mode, which apparently lowers the minimum speed. There we go! Bruh, I just used a tiny bit of thrust and we're back in the air again. Probably because of the fast takeoff system on the carrier. In conclusion, I'd say this is pretty fun to fly in, though it definitely gets less interesting after a while. I love the implementation of all the different aircraft, and some half-realistic maps and airports. In general, the game is pretty well made, especially considering that it originally released over a decade ago, in 2013. If you want to try it out yourself, the game used to be available to download on the App Store and Play Store, though I can't find it anymore. There's still mods available on some other websites, like this one that I used in the video, but make sure to be very careful if you decide to download a file somewhere. You never know, it could be a dangerous one. Which flight simulators should I try next? Share your ideas in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and see you in the next one.